awesome. These tiny little ants made a hole to the floor of my tent. I don't know if they made it or if it was already there, but there is literally hundreds of them in my tent, and between my stuff all full of ants. Oh my god. Really fucking nice. How am I gonna get rid of them now? I have no idea. On my way now. It's still ridiculously windy, but it's nothing compared to how it was yesterday night. I literally slept like 3 hours, no more than that. So it's not gonna be good to continue the road like this. I probably will need to find a camping soon. Our plan is to go again near to the sea and sail towards Narbonne. From there we are catching a train. I don't know where exactly. We're gonna see what happens. How far can we get to Narbonne? How fast, I mean. Jesus fucking Christ, this is straight up madness. I think it's fair to say that no rules are actually used here, especially by motorcyclists. You can see everyone just honking. This traffic is something different. Okay, I finally got out of the main city. This was a fucking crazy experience. I didn't like it at all. The traffic was huge. And this city is absolutely massive. Okay, anyways, I'm heading towards the mountains again in hope of finding a place to sleep. The thing is, we are still very close to the city. I don't know how to feel about this one. We should gain some elevation and then see how the terrain looks like. Stunning views to Marseille. Looks great from up here. Doesn't look that great if you're in the middle of the jungle trying to escape. I'm really glad I got out of there. This place looks gorgeous. Looks like the Montserrat mountains a little bit. The thing that bothers me is they have no vegetation at all. That might be a problem. I have found this place, and this just looks perfect. There is a place for my tent, and this road ends here, so people only can come from this direction, or who knows, maybe there are some smaller roads up in the mountains, but I really doubt that people actually use those. And here is this tiny little thing. I don't know what it is. Hopefully not gonna attract too many animals, because I imagine animals come here to drink or something. So anyway, this looks great. It's hidden from every direction, as you can see. It's in a tiny little hole or valley or something, and there is a perfect place for the tent to set it up. Just finished setting up my tent for the night, and this is the views I get. Beautiful place, surrounded by mountains, and there is no wind for now at all, which is great news. So if the people and animals leave me alone, I'm gonna have a nice little sleep here. Alrighty, had my good swim. It was a pretty pleasant beach, not that many people. Here are a lot more, I think. Just gonna go back to the main road and continue on my journey. As you can see, there are still some pretty high mountains and hills everywhere, so it is going to be really similar than it was in the Costa Brava just going up and down constantly. But it's okay. Still much better than if it was flat and I just had to pedal for an eternity. The plan for today is to get as close to Saint-Tropez as possible. As you know, it's on a tiny peninsula, and that peninsula is mountainous as well, so I should be able to find a place to sleep there, but it's still quite far away, so I have to make a lot of progress to get there. I will try to do my best, and it is possible. It is like 100 k's away, so not that serious, but I gotta carry on. Walking around and found a huge marketplace. You can get all sorts of stuff here. Some fruits. But back there are some black men selling swimming suits or trousers or jeans and watches and stuff. Literally everything. And I think lots of this stuff is from Africa, because there are huge ships from Africa just down the port, which is very close here. Progress towards Saint-Tropez. These are the views I'm getting. Pretty awesome places. Not as mountainous and hilly as the Costa Brava was, but it is definitely not a flat experience. You go up and down, all over the place. Really nice and enjoyable. I'm not sure if you can make it out, but this place that goes right next to me is a peninsula, and this is where Saint-Tropez is located, on the other side. So I'm gonna sleep somewhere up there in those mountains. You see it back in the distance. Just gonna have to reach them first. Alright, I'm really close to the place I've looked up on the GPS. The rules are the same as usual. Try to get away from people, hide. I thought these mountains would be a bit bigger. They're not that big, and they are fairly inhabited from every side, so there's not too much of a choice, but I will try to do my best to find a place. There's some good news. That is a private road leading to some sort of hotel, I don't know. And this is closed as well. I'm just gonna follow this and see what happens. Fuck, okay. There's a sign. The road continues there, by the way. And this sign says that do not enter this place because there is a high chance of fire or something. But the thing is, I really need to go there. So I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna go risk it, I guess. Hope that nobody can spot me. This is not doable, I don't think so. Literally no way to set up my tent anywhere around here without being seen. Fuck. I have to go back to the sign. Don't want to get fined for no reason, but I could keep going, but no, there's no chance of sleeping here. It's not hidden at all, so I'm just gonna go and struggle for a campsite, which is gonna be fucking expensive. Okay, look, I managed to find this place, which is as hidden as it gets over here. There are people coming. Alright, back on the road again. And yesterday, finding a place to sleep was the craziest fucking experience in terms of finding sleep I've ever had. At first, I was looking around those empty spaces up on the mountain, but as you could tell, there was no chance of sleeping at all, and it was dangerous because people could see me, I could get a fine, so I didn't want to risk it. After that, I went near to the houses and started to ask people if I could sleep in the garden. And one of them said, yeah, sure, it's not my garden, but it shouldn't be a problem, you just have to be careful with the wild boar. You know, those wild boar, the animals. I was like, okay, I almost started to pack up my tent when a not so friendly lady came out and sent me the fuck away because she was afraid that the owner of the land would be angry of her because she allowed me to stay there. So I was just about to start building up my tent, I had to leave. I was like, sure, bit of an asshole, but didn't want to argue with her. So after that, I started looking for a place in the wild again because it was starting to get very late and the sun was setting. So I found a place which was not that hidden, but it wasn't that bad. I could have made it work, but as soon as I stopped there and started looking around, a fucking wild boar just came, started making all sorts of noises, basically just trying to scare me the fuck away. So from there I had to run as well back to the main road. From the main road I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm not gonna make this work, I need a camping as soon as possible. But all the campings are so far away from here, so I started rolling down. I was desperate, and then I noticed that on the side of the road there's a tiny house which is surrounded by tents and caravans and cars and stuff. So I asked around, people told me that was an unofficial camping, so you get no luxurious stuff around there, just a cold shower and a place to sleep, but that is for 10 euros. So for 10 euros that is awesome because you're never gonna find a camping here under 25 or 30 euros. This is a ridiculously rich area, by the way. So at the end of the day, after sending me away, after fighting with wild boars, I managed to get a camping. But as soon as I set up my tent and I was going to sleep, I made a mistake. I ate a can of tuna before and I left the tuna can just near to my tent. So when the night came, wild boars started to appear and they were making all sorts of noises. They were fighting for my tuna can. I was literally hugging my knife. I was thinking of starting screaming or go out and fight them or scare them away with light or something. It was ridiculously scary. But after they ate my tuna can, they finally left, so I managed to get a good night's sleep. So yeah, 4 minutes of stories. Right. Anyways.